A few weeks ago, we shared the stories of Ruby Freeman and Shaye Moss, and tonight we have an update on the mother-daughter election worker duo who were terrorized by Donald Trump and his allies after the election. That campaign of harassment, notably led by former New York City Mayor and Trump lawyer Rudy Giuliani, centered around a conspiracy theory that Freeman and Moss somehow illegally transported suitcases full of fake ballots to an Atlanta area vote counting center. It lies at the center of some of the criminal charges that have been brought against Giuliani and other co-defendants in Fulton County, Fani Willis's racketeering case. But long before these charges, Freeman and Moss took matters into their own hands by suing the former mayor in federal court for civil conspiracy, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and defamation. On Wednesday, almost 2 years after their reputations were dragged through the mud in service of a desperate ex-president, Freeman and Moss finally witnessed some accountability. When U.S. District Judge Beryl Howell found the former mayor liable for defaming Freeman and Moss, in a scathing 57-page ruling, Judge Howell said Giuliani had failed to comply with discovery obligations, forcing her to issue what's called a default judgment against him. Judge Howell accused Giuliani of, quote, donning a cloak of victimization and undermining the discovery process in what should have been, by any measure, a, quote, straightforward case. Howell blasted Giuliani for only giving, quote, lip service to compliance with her obligations and court orders. She then ordered him to pay Freeman and Moss punitive damages, and we're going to learn just how much Giuliani will have to pay up in the next few months. Howell has set a trial to determine that amount, scheduled for later this year or perhaps even early next year. And that number could be as high as several $1 million. And that's not welcome news, though, for a beleaguered Trump co-defendant with ongoing financial struggles. Giuliani already owes around $90,000 in sanctions to Freeman and Moss. That is in addition to more than $40,000 in legal fees. He also owes more than $300,000 to a document hosting company. His finances will no doubt continue to suffer as he battles that new indictment in Fulton County. And it appears Giuliani is already hurting financially because last month he put his 3-bedroom, multi-million-dollar Manhattan apartment on the market. So it seems the former mayor may have finally learned his lesson. Tell the truth, because lies can cost you everything.